Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. And this is a paid request for Ryan. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And yeah, I'm sure no one ever thought I'd be reviewing The Notebook from 2004. Well, I didn't either, but Ryan was very nice. Appreciate that, man. And like I said, pretty much anyone wants to request pretty much any type of videos, links are down below in the info box. So The Notebook, I had heard of for quite a few years based on a Nicholas Sparks novel, which, no, I never read. And I mean, these aren't really my kind of movies, these romance, chit flips, however you want to put it. But I do like Ryan Gosling. I do like him as an actor. I liked him in Drive. I liked him in Blade Runner 2049. So that was definitely a big plus. I don't mind Rachel McAdams as an actress. You also have people like Sam Shepard in the movie, which is good. Joan Allen from films like Pleasantville. Sam Shepard, may he rest in peace. Another good actor. He was wonderful in, I think it was Cold in July. Been a lot of other stuff. I think he was in, I'm trying to remember the movie now, damn it. But anyway, been a lot of stuff. Great actor. Sadly, he's no longer with us. And it's directed by Nick Cassavetes. I'm like, wow, the guy who played the villain Packard in The Wraith, he directed this. And I will say that while, again, this is not my kind of movie, for what it does it fine enough. And I do think while you just say there's some manipulative aspects to tug the heartstrings, it was still effective enough because of some of the actors they got. Especially the wraparound portions where it's James Garner, great actor from, he was in Maverick and The Rockford Files, many other stuff. Sadly no longer with us. Him living at a retirement home, wanting to spend time with his love of his life, played by Gina Rowlands, who is there because she has a bit of dementia. It seems like very often James Garner would go and read this book, this notebook, to Gina Rowlands, which tells the story of a young Ryan Gosling meeting a young Rachel McAdams in 1940. It shows how they meet each other, how they fall in love, the ups and downs. He's a country boy, she's a city girl. Her parents don't want her to be with Ryan Gosling. Ryan's saying, why don't you think for yourself? They have a fight. They split apart. Her parents and her move away. The war happens, World War II. Ryan Gosling and his buddy go into the war. His buddy dies. She becomes a nurse, helps this guy out, played by James Marsden. Which, I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff. The Sonic the Hedgehog films. He was in the first couple X-Men films like Cyclops. He was in A Courtroom. Or maybe, at least he sent a letter saying nice things about Brian Peck, who touched kids. So I don't respect him, James Marsden, as a human being. I really don't. It's like everywhere I turn is like James Marsden now. There's Sonic the Hedgehog 3's coming out. Quiet on Set. He's one of the people that defended Brian Peck with a letter. Oh, he was in Knox Goes Away with Michael Keaton. Now he's in this film. Like, damn, I can't get away from James Marsden. Leave me alone. Like, damn. Leave me alone, buddy. But then she falls in love with him, and they're ready to get married, but then finds out that Ron Gosling's back, and his dad helped him buy this dream house. And then she's got to make a decision. Is she going to marry the rich guy, or is she going to look back into this guy who she loved, and all that jazz? Number one, I do think there's some really good cinematography in this. The very opening, where you see the sun I don't know if it was rising or setting, but it's very, the landscape's drenched in this orange hue that looked really beautiful. There's another bit with Ryan and Rachel McAdams on this lake, and there's like all these flowers around and stuff. Even the poster where it starts raining, they both embrace and kiss. So there's definitely some good looking shots in the movie. I know Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. I heard that they didn't get along in the making of the film, which is very surprising because they do have some solid chemistry with each other. So I don't know if that's just the tension, but I think they definitely worked well together. Whether it be Ryan being playful at the beginning, climbing up a Ferris wheel to try to get this girl's name, and hanging there, hey, you don't go out on a date with me? And he starts hanging. Come on. I got one arm now, you don't go on a date with me? Fine, fine. But then she sees the predicament he's in and pulls down his pants. Don't do that. Doesn't pull him all, doesn't pull the underwear, but pulls the pants down. And later on they start having fun with each other and then making love with each other and things, so on and so forth. At a time it cuts back to James Garner reading this notebook to Gina Rowlands. Now again, the spoilers starting now. Pretty quickly you realize that these two are the older versions of our couple here. Because why else would she write this, and why else would he read it to her, and all this other stuff? I mean, it would be very out of place if this was just a random notebook or just a random story. I mean, I guess you could have that happen, but the fact that they specifically say it takes place in 1940, so you look at like the age of these characters, and okay, it's 2004. 1940, so that's 60 some years. These characters about in their 78, older. You kind of get the comparison. You get the juxtaposition. So it's not a bit surprised when you find out. But yeah, I think James Garner and Gina Rowlands are very sweet with each other. James Garner is very warm and gentle dealing with Gina, and she's very like. She doesn't remember all this because of her dementia, but she's like very gun-ho to keep listening. And that, sometimes I felt those two I liked even more than Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. I almost want to see a whole movie of James Garner and Gina Rowlands as this older couple, and this guy being so sweet and loving this woman so much that he moved to the retirement home or wherever this place to be with her, and how I gave up so much to be with it. Like, I mean, I kind of want to see just that story alone. And less the Ryan Reynolds, Rachel McAdams. Because you look at it, it kind of just seems typical. They love each other. Oh, he's from the wrong track, so he's too dirty. He's too country boy. You can't be with him. But again, the fact that it's well photographed, for the most part, well cast, because your two leads do have a chemistry with each other, to be fair. There's some good look, even like the little bit of the war that you see. You see the planes going by, and you see like practical explosions. There's a nice wide, expansive shot. I'm like, wow, this doesn't look cheap. It doesn't look funky. I mean, it doesn't look green screened all the hell or anything. Like, it's actually a pretty well filmed war scene. The bits that we see there. That I can see people, whether you want to say it's realistic, I don't think the movie's going for realism. It's a romantic type of escapism. Like, this is the romance and love that people would want and hope for and cherish. And there's some stupid Watch Mojo video. Well, Watch Mojo, usually they suck anyway, so it's not surprising. But it's like 10 reasons why Ryan Gosling's character would get canceled, and they were just so stupid. Was it Watch Mojo? Who is this idiot? This stupid video. I'll do a rant. Miss Bojo, Phoebe. Maybe those glasses are dirty, or maybe you just get some hearing aids or something. Miss Bojo. So, like a side project, watch Bojo. So you still suck. There are a few reasons why Noah from The Notebook is the worst. We classified The Notebook as one of the most romantic films, but while the narrative works as a whole, when you translate Noah's behavior to the real world, it admittedly becomes quite problematic. The only problematic is your crap views and your shit video. And I'm not like oh, this is the best movie ever, but this is well done for what it needed to be. And her reasons are stupid. Unrealistic, unhealthy view of love. What, like he loves her and they want to be together? This is what people hopefully want. And you watch a movie to escape reality. And that's what it was. It was the ducks, not the flowers. It was the lake with all the ducks around and stuff. Yeah, because they had that conversation. I'm a bird, you're a bird, you want to be a bird type of thing. How is it unhealthy? Unless it's Mark Wahlberg from Fear, then you just say it's unhealthy. But it's like, there's a scene where he repeats, "What do you want?" Which is true. What do you want? Not what I want. He even says, "It's not what I want. It's not what he or she wants. What do you want? What do you want? If you want to be with the guy, then be with that guy. But if you want to be with me, then stay. Like, what do you want?" That's not unhealthy. It's common sense. It's like, I don't know what the hell. He offers to change his entire personality to get Allie. Not really. He just says, "Hey, I love you. Want to be with you." People do actually go, okay, well, he doesn't change his entire personality. That's number one. He's still playful. He's still romantic. That's just flat out wrong. He doesn't offer to change his entire personality. And this was the dumbest. I know, the boob grab. Oh my god, they're kissing and they're making out, and he grabbed her boobs. Yeah, that kind of tends to happen, Phoebe. I don't know, maybe no one wants to touch your boobs. Maybe there's nothing there but thin air. Maybe John Cena can't see him. I don't know. But guess what? When you're making out, sometimes the lady will want to touch your crotch and your balls. Sometimes the guy will want to touch the lady's hoo-has, tatas, tees, and ho-hos. Toot-toot-toot-toos. And then this person lies, Miss Bojo, you lied, and you said, well, she's not into it because when he does it, she looks away. I'm like, yeah, if you watch the film, it's just they're making out and they hear Ryan's dad, Sam Shepard, going, "Hey, you guys out there?" That's why she turns and that's why they stop. Because the dad was talking and saying something. Not because she was uncomfortable and she didn't want it. You idiot. Also, he builds Allie's dream home without consulting her. It wasn't her dream home. It was his dream home. Because he shows her, hey, this is the area I want, and I'll one day to fix this up, and maybe this would be like a lumberyard thing, or put my tools here. And then later on, when he's come back from the war, and Sam Shepard sells his place, and it's like, why do you sell your home? Because I want you to get you this. Who knows? Maybe I'll help you with this alley situation. Maybe not, but this is your dream home. I wanted to help out. And then Ryan Gosling fixes it up. His dream home. His place. And then she sees that and goes, wow, you actually accomplished your dream. Hey, I made you a promise. I promised you I would do this and I would get the dream home. And that's then later... she's like, wow, you're alive from the war. Wow, you're doing well. You said you accomplished something you said you were going to do. You got your dream home. Then she's like, why didn't you write me? And he's like, what are you talking about? I wrote you like 365 times. I wrote you every day for a full year. You never answer them. And then she confronts Joan Allen. She's like, yeah. And I did like the scene where Joan Allen kind of shows her guy that got away. Like Joan Allen was in a similar predicament, and there's the guy who's like, I forget what work he was doing. Was it shoveling? I think it was shoveling. As like, and she's like, well, he doesn't seem like much now, but I loved him, and my parents said no, and I do love your dad. I do love your dad, and I love you. But like you could tell, like you protest too much, or you're saying it too much, as if maybe you do love him, but there's a part of you that do wish you would have stayed with that guy. And then she finally does give her the letters, and Rachel McAdams does read the letters, but he didn't build Allie's dream house. He built his dream house. And also, his persistent letters. It's the war. World War II. What else are you going to do? Right. I mean, people text. Okay, loved ones, they can text every day. I bet Phoebe, I bet you text every damn day. If you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or no friend or any friend, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe she has no. I don't know. But, hey, I don't know her. But if people nowadays, it's normal to text people every day, then if you're in love, yeah, you don't write every day. Because hey, I actually give a crap about you, so I'm gonna write to you every day. And it's like all the constant fighting. Uh, People do fight a lot in the real world. His refusal to take no as an answer. It's called hitting on her. Hey, how's it going? Show him how crazy and weird he is. Doesn't touch her. Doesn't grab her. Does this funny dare on the Ferris wheel. You don't go out with me? Come on, go out with me. Come on, come on. Just one time, one time. And then lo and behold, she's like, wow, I like how there's a lot of times that women want you to go after them. They'll even say it. Because there's a lot of quiet guys that sit there and it's like, oh, he has no self-confidence. And there's a lot of women that'll tell you if you don't have self-confidence, then they're not really interested. I don't know why I'm going off. I guess I'm going off because this person has 5.2 million subscribers, videos that have 76,000 views, and most of the comments are just, what are you talking about? But they have 5 million subscribers. I don't know. I guess I'm just being jealous. Oh well. So I mean, it's nothing that changes the game in terms of plot story with these type of films. But again, you have two leads that have their chemistry at times as well photographed, like in the scene when they're rowing, and you have all the birds, the ducks around. James Garner and Gina Rowlands, they have a lot of sweet scenes together. James Garner, some of the lines he says. Nothing's ever lost or can be lost. The embers lost from earlier fires will be lit again. And again, the spoilers, like the ending, I didn't usually say it's very manipulative, but at the same time, I thought it still accomplished what it was trying to do, where you get the idea that he reads to her to get her to remember, and then she remembers, I think last time it was 5 minutes, so she remembers long enough for them to dance. There's a sweet sadness to it, and then she forgets again. And he goes to see her, and she recognizes him again. And you say it's sappy. You think love will take us away together? Do you think our love can create miracles? It's sappy, but I think the actors are able to sell the dialogue. And the nurse finds them. They've died in their sleep, but they're together, holding hands. So it's definitely trying to be a forceful, you just say manipulative tearjerker, but at the same time, I think the actors' hearts really shined. And I can see people like watching this and having those emotions fulfilled in what they wanted in this type of movie. I mean, like I say, it's not my kind of movie. It's not anything I would ever watch again. But do I think it's a bad film? No, I don't think it's a bad film. Especially for the reasons that Miss Mojo says. So I know I became more about that than the review, but I mean, it did what it was supposed to do. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, if you like romantic movies, if you like love stories, definitely not a bad one. Like I said, I definitely think the James Garner, Gina Rowland stuff helped fairly much with the heart of the movie. And definitely creates a somber sadness by the end of it. Certain melancholiness. But, yeah, with that said, did not mind the film, didn't hate the film. So, with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now.